going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Pulled and fired complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that foot.
Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Moore to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Back to pass on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. The screen, and watch out. Still on his feet at the 40. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense working from the pistol. He'll try the left side. And tackled there by the defense. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. looking downfield on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That's a great way to set the tone. You get the lead and you get a nice balance.
And you know, Reese, you're getting the breaks early. Offense got the break, the tip right there, but those breaks tend to even out throughout a game. But so far, this offense is executing well, and they have
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think when you got that kind of wheels and you got that kind of speed at the quarterback spot, you can get at anything. And a lot of times he makes big plays. Nice job by the defense, not giving up, keep chasing, and they get the huge sack on that play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Sanders. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Makes a move. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Setting up the screen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the tight end. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Nice heads up. The defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Give to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Got it in the middle with Sanders. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got his man. Got room to work. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, and making your situation really good on the next one.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Ward will throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They'll run it from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Straka. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Mayaba. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Extending the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Moore to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense set on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Mayava. Time to take a shot. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Yeah, and those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fears the pressure. Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. really nice job of executing it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And now the hit knocks it loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the second half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football. They are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Looking for space, it's Sanders. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 45. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He's got it on the right. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He's got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks at H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Fun one in the Big 12, then. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Benson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to take the top off. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Off play action. Lets it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Keep spinning the beam like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On the run, it's Hughes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Ducks are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Moore to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to power it in. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's now 3rd
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Out of bounds, stop just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
But I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen him. They've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Got enough for the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
Creates a little space. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 21 to Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Snap it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll send the back in motion. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Trojans will try to convert on 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Both of these teams are high caliber